All right, today's a special day. We are getting back to work on the bread van because the bread van had a problem, but now that we don't have a budget, we can fix that problem. And that problem is the 241 transfer case didn't want to engage because the shifter, I couldn't get it adjusted right, and I just don't even want to deal with it, and I'd rather deal with 2 sticks. So we have an Atlas 3.8 to 1 transfer case. We're going to be putting in this, putting twin sticks so we can do unnecessary front digs and everything else that's fun, because we have to take this and go camp in it in about a month. We've got to finish it up. Sean's going to be working on getting the engine cover all finished up. That is looking awesome. We have cup holders. We're going to have all sorts of doodads and dilly-dees. But anyway, I'm going to have Hillbilly and Colton get this around, get it on the lift. We'll start pulling that lower belly pan off and getting the transfer case out.
Okay, back onto the bread van. We're going to pull this transfer case out, and we're putting an Atlas in it. Twin stick Atlas transfer case inside the bread van. So we got to do a little bit of switcherooing. Austin has to pull the van out that he's detailing, so I can get this pulled out and pulled around and put on the lift, because we need it in the air to make it easier to get to that transfer case. So he's about moved. I'll jump in here, start it, and get it moved out, and we'll meet you on the other side.
Should we show him how good it starts and just fires right up? It hasn't ran for like a week. Sometimes you just gotta take your bread van through the field to get it into the shop. Oh! He scares me sometimes.
You guys, I just want to say thank you for the response that we've gotten on our first ever giveaway. Right behind me, we have a 1972 Chevy. It's a 1-owner truck, and I want you to be the second owner. So we're down to the final days of our giveaway. Now you can head over to RobbieLayton.com, get yourself one of our new shirts, get yourself something cool off the website. We also have a new thing called memberships, where you're gonna get an awesome exclusive shirt once a month sent to you. You don't have to do anything. Sign up for it, we're gonna ship you a cool shirt, and you can't buy that on the website. So that in and of itself is an awesome opportunity. And you're gonna get entered so that this truck can be sitting in your driveway with your new Robbie Layton exclusive shirt. Head over to RobbieLayton.com, get yourself entered. For every $5 you spend, you're getting an entry into this truck. See how it's rolling? It wants to roll into your driveway. It's also sitting on ice, but come on. And these are the last couple of days, you guys. Don't sleep on this. Once this truck is gone, you're never gonna find one as clean as this.
Okay, so me and Hillbilly, we're gonna get this all set up so we can pull that center belly pan. We'll show you after we get it all in the lift. Oh my goodness, guys, look at the belly on this thing. We can really show you really hardly any damage right there on the corners.
So this is my first time to be underneath the bread van since they finished it. And I love the way it turned out. It looks awesome, awesome, awesome.
Are you surprised? Like, he didn't even, he barely scratched it, and he wasn't even like trying not to. It just wheeled good. Other than the 4-wheel drive popping out. But we're fixing that now.
Yeah, that's what the Atlas is gonna do. In order to do that, I gotta get the skid plate removed, the center one. I'm not gonna take a guess on how many bolts there are. I'm gonna ask Colton because he's the one that put them in there.
I think there's a total of like 150 or 100 and something. I don't know how many is in the center. We can count them as we go.
I can count them. We'll let you count them.
I can't count that high.
I only had 10 flanges.
Me too.
So we're gonna go through and get however many gallon heads there are out. We got Hector here helping.
And then hi, Hector. No.
Hi.
Hola. Hi, Hector.
Hi, Hector.
Yep. Say hi, Hector.
Hi, Hector. Nah, soy Hector.
So we'll get all these removed and we'll bring you back when we're getting ready to let it fall. Holy cow. I don't even think I'm halfway.
How many we got in there?
Oh. I'm going like this. And Hector.
Yes? Me?
Scissor stand?
Okay.
You wanna go get one?
Ah, okay. Burro. Un burro.
Uno momente. Uno momento.
One moment.
So as Hillbilly was taking these bolts out, we noticed the drain hole that Sean put in the cover leaking a little bit of gas. So while we're at it, we're gonna pull this and check to see why we're leaking.
Get in there to see if it's leaking on top.
Yeah, that's true.
It might be just a line not seated right.
Right,
It could be a hole in the tank. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say, but who knows?
Won't be hard to drop out either.
Doesn't the whole tank drop out?
Oh, does it hold the tank?
No, it doesn't hold.
Yeah, no, it doesn't hold anything. That's
No.
what I thought.
Yeah, it's just there.
How many?
I lost count after 10.
Final countdown. Doo-doo-doo. That's a belly. It's a dirty belly.
We didn't have to do those center ones?
Oh, no.
Hold the reinforcement.
Yeah, not the center.
Pulled out one too many.
I forgot.
So that whole time, you went and told Sean about that, me nor Hector was holding this. And all it was these both there. So at any time it could have fell.
So it was stuck in place. It still just looks so clean, so beautiful.
Okay, the next step is we're gonna have Hector start the driveline bolts. I want her to get this front skid plate off because we'll have to put one of those stands on the transmission to hold it up because we have to undo that mount to get the bottom transfer case bolt out. So we want to start these, and like I said, we'll have Hector start these.
Yes, yes, yes.
I think they're 5/8 or 11/16.
17.
Is it 17?
Yes.
You sure?
No. 50.
5/8 or 11/16.
60. I don't know.
5, 8.
5 octavos.
So
5
5-8.
5 octavos.
Now you say that. Cinco dos.
5 o 5/8.
5-8.
5 octavos es 5/8.
Me 5/8.
5/8. Ajá.
The front drive shaft you have to get off from the top.
Do we?
Because there's not enough room.
So how are we gonna do that?
Take the body off.
No. Hey, Bombi. Just show the audience how chunky you're getting. Oh, dude. You go, dude. You getting it?
Yeah.
Oh. Lights.
Espere.
Camera.
Espere.
Action.
Action. You. What?
Explain to the folks what you're going to do.
Le explicas a la gente lo que vas a hacer.
Action. Yes.
Vamos Vamos a quitar. Es que. ¿Cómo le llaman acá?
Okay, cut. Lights, camera, action.
Espere. Vamos a terminar de sacar la línea de transmisión. 19. Perdiste. 17.
What?
70. 19. No, 70.
17.
No.
19?
No.
17.
No. 70. 90.
I told you.
No. Can you hear me?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wait. Hey. Leverage. Last one, 2 hours later. On the transfer case side, now I have to go get an 8mm so I can get the whole drive line out of my way. Forever to get 4 bolts out of that transfer case because there's no room. When I installed the bolts, there was no body on there, so it was quick and easy. That ain't so quick and easy with the body on there. Okay, I got both the axle side and the transfer case side undone on this front drive shaft. So now I'm just gonna pop it out.
Oh, you're gonna lose the cap.
I like to tape the caps on so that way they don't fall off and bearings go anywhere, and just makes life a little easier. Si, senor.
All right, so this here is our 3.8 to 1 Atlas transfer case. We've got our Atlas adapter. So this should adapt to our 6L80 and then our Atlas bolts to this. So Hillbilly's got it on the lift. They're working on getting the transfer case out. They got the drive shafts out. We should have this in today. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be changing yokes, but we'll let Tom Wood's drive shafts tell us. And we should have oil somewhere for this because it takes a special oil. This is gonna really make this nice. Sean's gonna be jealous.
Okay, I have to move this cover slash backside of this doghouse to get to a couple of the bolts for the transfer case, because they sit right on top and there's like that much room between this cover and that transfer case, so there's not room to get a wrench in there to loosen any bolts. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm removing this. I unhooked the battery because we have to unplug a couple of things out of the computer, and we don't want to mess anything up by just unplugging them with the power with the batteries hooked up. So I unhooked the batteries, got the last bolt, and then I can move this cover right there, and that's all I needed. And then we'll need 7/8 and 13/16.
What?
Last bolt from the transmission to the transfer case. So while I'm up here, I'm gonna hurry and remove these two bolts that goes from the transfer case adapter to the transmission, because we're gonna change that out, and so might as well try and get these two top bolts pulled now so I don't have to climb back up in here then. I gotta lift up on the transmission just a little bit to pull this mount out. Now hopefully it's ready to come apart.
Oh, we gotta undo the shifter. Four-wheel drive.
Pinching.
No, get
What?
He was pinching my boobie. Andale, andale, andale. Arriba.
Yes.
So now we're unbolting the transfer case adapter, so that way we can put on the advanced adapter, or the advanced adapter, right? Is that what it's called? Colton will have to tell you the reason why, because he has it written down on his hand so he doesn't forget, because he had to call and talk to someone at Advanced Adapters to see what combination we'll need to make that Atlas work in here. So we'll let him just explain that right now.
Okay, so the Atlas that we have is for a 4L80, and the transmission that we have in here is a 6L80. So we need that conversion from a 4L80 transfer case to a 6L80 transmission.
That's
right?
confusing. That sounds very confusing.
Okay, so Hillbilly, as he was trying to put this in, he found it. He's like, nope, not gonna work. Not gonna work at all. So then I looked up, I ordered some parts earlier today, but we had what we thought we had, the right one. But I'll show you right here.
There's something right there too.
Up on here, show them that round thing right there. And then I got looking at the one I ordered. I'll show you. That's the one I ordered, and it has that same piece right there. Which will be fine, because I did the next day air, so it should be here tomorrow. But we were hoping to get this done today, so dang oh dang.
Whatever that is why it's stopping us from using the other adapter. The other adapter is not built for a transmission that has this metal.
Is that a plug of some sort?
I don't know. Sean, what do you think?
Old trannies had governor things you could turn on them.
Well, it's a round stock with two edges cut flat for...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is it to adjust the clutching?
Let's Google it.
How do you even start Googling that?
What is the freaking rusted plug on the back of a 6L80?
There you go. You start Googling it. Let's see if the original adapter that we pulled off the transmission in the bread van, if it will line up with any of these holes or all of these holes. Probably about where we need it.
All right, we can't do any more with the transfer case, but we do got to pull this cover in the back because I think we got talking to Robbie about it, and he's like, I don't think we put a breather on. I think we just left it open. So we better pull it down and check and see. And we just want to show you guys the reason why it takes 3 of us. I had to put the camera down for a minute. We got it all unbolted, but this, where the remote plugs in, there's not much cable, so you got to keep it up. So I'm gonna hurry and unplug it, and then we'll drop it down and show you guys what we came up with. Okay, we got it unclipped. We'll let it down. See.
So it's coming out of the filler neck somewhere, because it looks like it does have a breather on it, and the only place it's wet is around the filler neck. Definitely
Anything
the hose. It's either the hose.
What?
It's the hose.
What? Oh, the filler hose.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we didn't put a vent down.
Yeah, there's no vent. It's plugged, so it's building. So probably building pressure, and pressure has to go somewhere.
So where's it coming out of?
Right around the hose.
I thought we had a vent. That's
No.
what I thought, but or did I just plug it?
It's just plugged.
It's
both sides are
Okay,
plugged.
okay. So they're -8 ORBs. So we just need to find
Unless
it.
there's a vent down the pump, but I don't know where.
There's only 2 lines on the pump.
No.
Is
It's,
there a vent on the
it's
pump?
a mistake that I make on the job. You know what? You guys rushed me, so I blame all of you.
Yeah, we did.
Specifically, Hillbilly, it's your fault
Why is it my fault?
because you weren't here to do it.
I had tonsil infection.
So how do
Remember
we
when it's empty?
how do we fix that?
Wait, you got to explain what's going on.
You're gonna weld the gas tank?
We're gonna have to like,
How?
pull it out.
Pull it out, drain it, and then we'll weld it.
Ain't nothing. Are you looking to die today? Yeah, that is the worst. Have you ever had your building burned down?
Can we just make
It's gonna make a big woof.
It goes boom, big boom.
Can we just get a new tank?
No, we need to put a vent in it. So we got a problem here. Let's just undo the feed. We'll pump it into we'll turn the fuel pump on,
Oh, I see.
pump it out. Yeah. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Just gotta find 20 gallons worth of cans.
Yeah, well, we have them all.
And then we'll drop it down.
Yeah, we'll take the tank out. We'll slosh it full of water. And then... You scare me.
If the pump's out there.
Sean says just weld that. And I feel like that will go kaboom.
Cleanse it out.
I feel like we should
Still
just get a
gonna
new
work.
one.
Why would we get a new one? Then I have to put that whole thing back on. So here's what's going on. We were in a rush. We didn't put a vent. Built up pressure has to go somewhere because this has an O-ring. So this is sealed. So now our tank is sealed. The only outlet is the engine. That might be why it was weird. Hillbilly's gonna go grab some cans. We're gonna pump all the gas out. Sean has volunteered to weld it. Because
Outside.
yeah, outside, that freaks me out. Anyway, that sucks.
Hey, you welded on a gas tank.
What gas tank?
Rokon gas tank and a whew.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
and I have flashbacks. I'm having some PTSD here. Okay. Oh, and remember, I said whoever takes this off is gonna hate taking the bolt out. There's a nut on the top of this bolt. So yeah, that was just Hillbilly, heads up. There's a lock nut on the top. Because that ground right here, this is the ground for the fuel pump. And then there's a block, there's a lock block right here. Take that off. And then the wiring.
Is it long enough to drop this down?
Yeah, you could drop this side down.
So it's long enough to drop down, reach up in there.
I did all this before it was full of gas, and before it was installed, and before it had a hole. Before it had a hole in it. Sean thought ahead, and he made this floor really tight so that the new transfer case will fit perfect. He knew that we were gonna have to put an Atlas in it, so that's no big deal. That's just by design. That grease, that's by design. It's all by design. Oh, that's got grease on it from the U-joint too.
Yeah,
That
they were
U-joint
well
is-
greased.
Thank you, Tom Woods. We don't want the U-joints going out because it would be miserable to change it. Anyway, the stainless steel exhaust looked really good. Really happy about that.
I mean,
We can get this out of here. This is going to be for sale. The 241, the 241C, and the shifter, It's all gonna be for sale. If you guys need a 241 with a short or with a slip shaft eliminator, we're gonna have them for sale. Not on sale, but for sale. All right, so we are having a little bit of clearance issues, but not a lot of clearance issues, just a little. So we got the floor that's hitting the Atlas. So we're gonna pull that out, trim it, put it back in. We have to go forward about another 1/2 inch. We're just making sure that we're ready for when the adapter gets here tomorrow on UPS. We can install it. One nice thing is our shifters will have 0 interference, but once we get it in, we got to re-measure them and have Tom Woods redo all 4 of our drive shafts. Yeah. But they said that would be no big deal. They do that in like 2 days. Do not drop that. That is a $5,000. Oh, dude, this is single skinned. Yeah. Yay! Want to grab me a die grinder, air driven? Hold on, don't you be going nowhere. Don't you be going nowhere now. All right, I think I got it clearanced. We're gonna throw the Atlas back up in here. I mean, Hillbilly is. And then we're gonna make sure it fits. Oh, come on, my exhaust! There's no care. Don't drop it, it's expensive. Hold on, I'm putting my hand in harm's way. You just gotta calm down a little bit, Hillbilly. Okay, where are we hitting now? Your exhaust. Okay, let me look. Where's the light? I gotta trim more.
You're kidding me.
No, I just gotta take that nub off of it.
Is it hitting it?
No, I can just tell it's going to.
Oh, so do we have to drop this back up before you take that nub off?
That is accurate. That is correct.
Okay.
All right, we got it. Let's wiggle it. Oh, it's not even touching the exhaust now. It's perfect.
Maybe a little too far?
Yeah, hold back a little. Just like baby steps, not Hillbilly yank it. Yoink. A little. Yoink. Got it. So we do need to adjust this a little bit more. So I'm gonna mark this out. Cut it. Okay. Pull that out for its final time.
You sweating?
It's hot.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. Why am I here?
You could try.
No, Your turn. You're really good. Well, I'll just help a little, but not a lot. Holy, Hillbilly, this is serious.
It ain't moving.
It is.
Why did you wedge it? I could just take my touch. Oh.
It's magic. Wouldn't you know?
Oh, it's magic. It's a good thing we have Hector. Hector saved the day. Up top. For the best. And then we have the boss. She's actually firing us all on her phone right now.
You're done.
Yeah, you're done. Bye.
I'm trying to figure out orders that are really screwed up anyway.
Yeah. Why are they screwed up?
So Hector got the fuel tank completely empty when I went through, and I'm doing all the bolts so we can get this dropped down. Oh crap.
Yeah, what'd you forget?
Line lock that's on the tank itself.
Oh my gee golly darn it. Do you have an Allen? Allen! Why are we taking this apart? We just built it. You mean I told you to get the Allen wrench for the other ones and you still didn't do it?
Well, I got the Allen wrenches.
Oh. Then you should be fine if you got the Allen wrenches.
Well, this is 2.
Oh.
This is 2.
Oh, so now it's Allen Inch's fault.
The Allen wrench's fault. In case anybody's curious, this doesn't feel great.
I hit you?
5, let's hurry! Hurry! Is it 5 yet, Colton? Is it 5? Hillbilly has to go home.
4:58.
Hurry, 2 more minutes. Hurry.
Okay, now.
Oh, go.
Oh, good.
Hector, get down. It's 5.
Oh, dang. Oh, there's gas.
Guys, go.
Vaya in the hole. Oh, gas. Gasoline everywhere. It's gonna touch you.
Neil.
see.
Oh, it's a crack. Can you see the light?
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Can
It's a
you?
freaking pinhole.
Tiniest little pinhole.
It's probably pressuring up and just.
It's 5:02. I'm going home. Hillbilly, it's 5:02. You are late. You've got to leave.
Drop it and go.
We're taking the sending unit out, so that way, Robbie said something about blowing it, taking air and blowing it out. Sean said just put water in there and weld it, so I don't know what the plan is.
All right, so we've got the gas tank all rinsed out. There's water in it now, so we can get the water into the engine and ruin everything, but it's going to make it to where the gas tank doesn't explode tomorrow when we weld it. So anyway, that's all we got for tonight. We're waiting on UPS for the advanced adapters adapter for the Atlas and the shifter kit. So that'll be here tomorrow afternoon. We'll get the tank welded in the morning. We'll get it reinstalled, and boom, we'll be closer. So anyway, it is tomorrow. All right, we're going to try to, well, we're not going to try to. We're going to weld this gas tank. All right, I think we've stacked enough pennies. Hopefully it doesn't leak. If it leaks this time, it's John's fault.
Okay, we're finishing up the cover, and we rounded the corners off because we'd never finished the back of it before we went. And now we cut the center out. We're gonna have this removable because the computer will mill it out to match the doghouse. We'll be able to get to the computer and the wiring right in here. Everything we need to get to without taking the whole thing off. So
we've been waiting a couple days to get our new advanced adapter for the Atlas to go to the 6L80. So it showed up. We have a shifter kit for our Atlas. So we're going to be getting back to work on this, but we have a problem. You see that right there? We have all the faith in the world in this lift. Anyway, we have Lynchy's car that needs to be winterized. It's got methanol in it, so that's got to be taken out. It's got to have 110 put in it, and it needs to have antifreeze put in the radiator. So we've been having to pull the car in and out every day, but it snowed. So anyway, we're going to have Hillbilly and Owen and Colton take care of winterizing this, and then we're going to try to go shove that car in a storage unit and the Pacer in a storage unit. But you'll see here in a second, outside is a mess. It's snowy, it's wet, it's slushy. We have Luxifer's truck out there, so that's got to be moved. We have a storage container that's got to be moved. We have a lot of things that need to be done outside before we can get Lynchy's car out. So I think Hillbilly's working on patching a tire for the shop.
So I hear you're the best tire fixer in the West. We're gonna show the fans how good you are at fixing tires.
I ain't very good.
Whatever.
Got to change the head from the metal to that plastic one. We got to change it to the plastic one because it's aluminum rim, and the metal one will scratch and scar the rim up, and we don't want to do that on a customer's rim. Okay, so the first thing you do is you make sure this, I'm sure it has a sensor, so you go on the opposite side of the sensor to pop the bead, because if you do it on this side, you're taking a chance of breaking the sensor. And another thing I like to do is on these aluminum rims, I like to grab it with this side, not this grippy side, because the grippy side will put marks into the rim. So I make sure it hugs the rim instead of pushes out on the rim. Right there's a screw. It got ran over here is what the tech was saying. So I got to get the tire off, pull the screw out, and then use this. You buff it smooth on the inside where the hole is, put glue, let the glue dry, then you stick the patch on there and we'll show you that. I like to put a mark right where the valve stem is. So that way you don't have to rebalance the tire. You just put it back on, twist it to where that mark lines up to your valve stem. Tire's still balanced. Okay, so when you're taking the tire off, you always start where the valve stem is. So that way you're lifting off the sensor and not, because if you start here and you start going around, the tire sucks down onto the rim tight and it will break your sensor. So you start on the sensor. And then hit the turny button. This one don't have a sensor. And see, I thought it did because it's a new enough car that it should have had a sensor. So, but I still took precaution like it had one. There's the screw. There it is. You find the hole and you start You don't want to go too far, because if you go too far, you'll get into the cords, and that's bad. Glue's dry. I don't like to touch the patch once you get the blue off, because then your oils off your hand will get on there and they don't stick properly. Okay, once I get done with that, I like to take the clear plastic off. So now you install the tire back on. Remember, start with the valve stem on the opposite side of the arm, and then and my mark is right where it needs to be. You jump.
Oh, it gets me every time.
I like to seat the bead with no valve stem in it because it puts more air pressure in there faster than with the valve in. I'll get up to about 40, and I'll put the valve stem back in and check it again. All right, there's 35. The valve stem tap on it, then we'll check to make sure we don't have no air leak out of the hole that we just fixed. No bubbles. So now the tech can put it back in the car and be done with his job and move on to the next. Okay, I had to come out and get a telehandler started. I had to put a jump on or a charger on it, and the block heater fired right up after that. So I'm cleaning up my mess, and then we have to go move Luxfer forward, and then we're winterizing Lynchy. And once we get it winterized, which we've already done the coolant, so now we got to do the fuel. Because it has methanol in it. We have to put 110 octane because methanol, I guess, freezes. Or I don't know much about methanol. I just know that we got to get that out and put 110 in it. Then we'll take it down to a storage unit, and we're taking the pacer down to a storage unit. So that way we have room to work. I think we're waiting for parts for the pacer, so that's why we're taking it down there. Steer.
Tip in, Hector. Tip in.
We're going to unhook the fuel line off of the fuel regulator, put it in the bucket, kick the fuel pump on, and that will drain most of what's in the tank and the lines. And then we should be safe after that to put 110 in it. And that's how we're winterizing it, is getting the methanol out, putting 110 in. Okay, so I decided instead of taking the main line off the pressure regulator, I'm just going to take one of the fuel lines off the carburetor, because there's 4 of them, 2 per carburetor. I'm going to take it off, and the carbs are already full, you can see that. So the seat is going to seal off where the gas goes in, so it's going to take the less pass resistance, which is going to be the line that's disconnected. So there's not going to be any more fuel going inside the carburetor, it's all going to be coming out of this line that we undo. Okay, Colton. You ready? Kick the fuel pump on.
Fuel on.
Oh, let's go.
We got it?
Oh, we're going.
Blowing good, huh?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we got as much as the 110 out as or the methanol out as we can. So we're going to put a little bit of 110 in the tank and pump it into this can.
You take it home to your lawnmower.
So that way we're getting as much of the methanol out as we can. Yeah, that's full. So it's 5 gallons. I lied. Oh!
Hillbilly, you can't do that.
Gosh dang it. Okay, Colton just put 1.5 gallons of 110 in the tank, so now I'm going to kick the pump on, and we'll run that through. And then fuel system will be winterized for the most part. We'll just have to start it up, burn what's in the carbs out, then we'll put some more 110 in the tank, and then pump 110 through the system and run it on 110, and then this car will be winterized. Okay, got the line back on, so it's all put back together. Gonna have Colton jump in and start it, and we're gonna let it run until it dies, because the carburetor will be out of gas. Oh,
That's good enough for.
finally ran out of gas. So now we'll add 110 to the tank and restart it and make sure. Put it down.
All right, so what our plan was is we were gonna put 110 in and just run this on 110 because we're getting the methanol out of it. The reason you gotta drain the methanol is it has water in it and we don't want it to freeze while it's in the storage unit. So ran some 110, but the problem we're having is it's so fat that it's hydro locking the engine. So we're just getting all the 110 back out of it. We've taken all the spark plugs out. And then as you can see, we're turning it over, getting all the flow out of the cylinder. Actually, I wonder if we should, now that we've done that, should we just start it?
Run the carburetors dry.
Run the carburetors dry. What do you think? I think that might be safer than leaving them open. I think we should do what we did before. Pump all the fuel out, and then let's burn the carburetors out. Let's push the car outside. We'll start it. We'll drain the carburetors, and then let's just take the storage unit dry. Okay, I'm cranking it.
No fuel coming out.
Passenger side all done?
Yep, this side's all done. Just waiting on Hillbilly. There, I gave him the crappy side this time. There's one all the way in the back. That's a real pain on that side. So I'm just getting the air filters pulled off just so I can see everything better and see what's going on so we can get it all cleared out.
It is out of fuel. Burned it out, we loaded it. This is going to a storage unit until next year. We might have just enough room in this storage unit for that to fit.
Watch your leg. Foot. A little bit. We got like
more.
6 inches.
We need like 6 inches. Okay, good. More than a little bit. All in a day's work.
Oh, rear switch.
Oh, yes. Well, just like burying your turtle. We'll see you in 5 months. All right, so we made it back to the shop. We have Lynchy's car in the storage unit. We got absolutely nothing done, but we have everything to put the Atlas into the bread van. So hopefully we can do that tomorrow. So it is tomorrow.
So next morning, we're back to working on the old bread van. We'll start by putting the transfer case transmission adapter on there. We have to have that on there before we can install the transmission, or install the transfer case. We also noticed that this transmission mount will not work with the new adapter because it's hitting boom boom. So I'm going to notch this out just a little bit with the Ameribraid belt sander. What I grounded down is now clearing perfect. So, you gotta take this back out because we can't put this in until the transfer case is bolted on because those 2 bolts right there.
All right, so Hillbilly's got this in. We have the mount to where it will fit in, but as you guys probably have already been told, it can't be in. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Anyway, we've got to put the bracketry on the Atlas, and then...
So you're making the Atlas heavier.
Yeah, absolutely. Grab some thread locker. Let's be real mean and let's put red Loctite on it. So the next person,
That'd be you.
shh, so the next person can't get the bolts out.
It's gonna be me or you.
Do you remember the Pacer?
Yeah.
I was so mad at you and me when I had to take it apart. It was red Loctited.
On which part?
Like all of it.
I didn't help with the motor much. That was you and Colton.
Now he's blaming me.
No, I didn't have much to do with the motor.
All right, I'll take the heat for this one. Just kidding. Let's not put red Loctite on this. But actually, this one we do. So we're gonna red Loctite this
on the door
red rod. Now this is is it B5? It's super strong.
I don't know nothing about that stuff.
Hillbilly don't know nothing about that. I think it would be ideal to have some blue and some red.
You don't mix it, make it super strong?
Yeah.
It seems like it would be miserable to do it.
Oh, that
And
just
then lift it up.
Loctited my pants. That was not cool.
I got methanol on mine yesterday.
Why do you get meth on yourself? That's not nice.
You doing burger?
Yep.
Nope. I gotta find a wrench. And Robbie thinks it's the 3/4. You think it's a 3/4? Or do you think it's bigger?
Does that fit?
No,
Why doesn't
it
it?
does, yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Do you think Loctite is a good idea?
Yes. Blue Loctite is not as hard as red. Red is like the devil. Like if it's just you put the devil on the threads, that's what red Loctite is.
If you turn it around, you get a better bite. Like the whole wrench.
Tell him to shut up. Say, I know what I'm doing.
And you can ratchet it.
Well,
Look at him undermining you.
I thought I wasn't ratcheting it.
That was mean of him.
How tight does this need to be?
As tight as you can make it.
About as tight as it's gonna go.
All right, we got the engine and tranny cover pretty much done. We got twin sticks in it for the 4-wheel drive for the Atlas transfer case. We got cup holders. Got removable covers so we can get to the dipsticks and the oil fill. And we can get to the computer under here because it's mounted under there. And then we're going to notch it out because when Robbie was wheeling it, his leg rubbed on that edge. So we're going to slant it so that way he can lean his leg over and it won't dig into his leg. So, and then we'll be done with it.
All right, we got our bolts situated. We've got our Atlas situated. Hillbilly is gonna manhandle, muscle that into place, and we are going to bolt it in. It doesn't need a seal, does it? It's just...
Yeah, the transfer case has a seal on the outer side and the transmission has a seal.
That's what I like to hear. They're sealed independent. That light's in the way. See if you can just wiggle right in. Well, you gotta go up. You're hitting the try up a little. A little bit more. A little right. Oh, there you go. See, you got it. Ooh, baby, you got it. Well, at least we know that it's press fit in. Wiggle, so I can get the bolt in. There ain't no wiggling. Well, we gotta do some twisting then, cause. All right, we'll go ahead and
I'll get
figure out our dilemma.
No, got it.
We had to do the top so we can put fluid in this because we're not seeing an actual fluid plug hole that you pull out like the drain.
Fill a hole.
Fill hole. So on YouTube, on one video we watched, a guy just filled it through the top fitting. Well, that's what we're going to do.
The boss, she Googled what oil it takes, and we've got Owen running to Napa to go get some AMS oil. Whatever. What is it, Demery?
Hold on, I lost it.
She lost it. She did have it, though. Trust that she did.
I looked up AMS oil MTG GL-4.
So now the problem that we've got is we cannot get to the two lower bolts. Can't get a wrench in it. So we're trying to put a 1/4-inch socket on it. Put that down.
Well, I can reach it from here.
Well, let's just move this out of the way for now. Okay, so I can get that on.
You won't be able to get the scratch on there.
Wobbly. And try to put a wobbly on it and get it tight. This is a really tight location, and we could pull this cross member, but I really just don't want to. Through the grace of everything holy, I got it tight. It's tight. All right, time to get the motor mount or the transmission mount in. Then Owen will fill it. Huh?
Hopefully it'll go in.
Why wouldn't it?
Because we can't go up much at all.
Baby girl! I know what we can do. Loosen these bolts. Let's push the frame out.
Stuck in. You have to stuck the frame in to get the cross member in.
Go check the container. I know we have oil for it.
GL-4.
What do they have?
They have
75
the
W.
75, 90,
Is it synthetic?
80, 90, 75.
They
Yeah.
have synthetic? Okay. Do they have
So
severe?
AMS oil, severe gear, synthetic, 75 W90.
Oh, then just get that. 2 quarts.
Okay, that's what I was just checking.
And then get a funnel contraption. We're in business.
They have a fluid pump.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Bombi. Get whatever you think we need. Oh, hi. I just love you so much.
Bye.
Do you know what? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and we're super thankful for Bombi.
Time to put the transmission mount in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you can't get it in.
No.
Houston, we might have a problem.
Well, go through between the transmission. I can come put right here.
Huh?
And pick up.
Yeah. Do that.
Last piece of the puzzle.
It's not going. It is not.
There's got to be a
Gonna work. There's only one way.
We can undo the adapter from the transmission.
Let's just. We gotta drop those lower links. So let's hurry and unbolt those. And then we just gotta pull the cross member real quick. Why? Why must it be so hard? Sorry for the freak out, everybody. But we can't get it. Bless you.
Thank you.
We just can't get it in. It's supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it.
The hoses and this pump thingy.
Oh, I know what we can do. Duh! Just build a hose. And we'll screw it on. Why can...
That's why I didn't pull it.
I'll do it. That's a great idea. Good job, Owen. Way to come up with such a great idea. And a pump. So that's why we're a team here. Oh, there's little Jorge. Bye, Jorge. Bye. Wait, you speak English?
No.
He told me he didn't speak English. Oh, that'll work perfect. And then so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a -6 end where all we gotta do is hook it. Dude, that is why, Owen, you're such a genius.
I just asked for scrap hose if they had it.
All right. The boss is invading my personal space. So I'm gonna go make a filler-upper hose while Hillbilly and Owen are getting the bolts and the links out. And then we'll fill the transfer case after we get the crossmember mount in. But they've got to push and pull, and it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt, but they're gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna clamp it here, clamp it there, and chain along it together. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take, this is my -6 Earl fitting. It's a 90 degree. It'll fit on the inside of this, but normally you're supposed to put this on the out. Your hose is supposed to go into this collar, and then you twist it in and it locks. I'm gonna take this, put it in there. And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it on there. I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna screw it into there. And I'm gonna hose clamp it. So that's what we'll use to fill this transfer case for the rest of its life. And it'll work perfectly fine. Got it. That's our
Perfect.
filler. You know what? Sometimes you just got to think outside the box and outside the hose.
There's no way that can spill.
No way. So check this out. Our friends over at SAS realized how unsafe we are. So they sent us a bunch of new gloves, and they sent us a bunch of like safety stuff. So we're going to be really focusing on safety around here. Okay? So if you see us with orange or black nitrile gloves, you can thank SAS Safety. Anyway, let's go. I don't know why I'm putting gloves on yet. I'll put them on a little bit. I'll take them over here. I'll just wear one. I'll Michael Jackson it. This is our Mo-Clamp wall. Now I need you guys to do me a favor. If you are on Instagram, I need you to go find Mo-Clamp. That's MO-CLAMP. Go over and say hi to Alex and let Alex know that I sent you. Alex is our friend. You guys saw him in our SEMA video. They're who take us to SEMA. They're an awesome company, but they make all of these clamps up there in Oregon. They do a great job.
Who's Hillbilly? Owen's concerned about this cute little dude.
Where are you hooked to? Hold on.
I'm fine.
I know, because I'm on top of the rail.
No, you need to be on the rail.
On the rail?
Yeah.
Release.
Okay, it's working.
Use a bigger phone.
And that right there is Hillbilly strength. I just want everybody to notice that all these bolts came out. Oh, look at this. It worked. So the moral of the story is if we ever break down on the trail and we need to pull the transfer case, we're going to take our Mo-Clamps and we're going to take our chain.
And a lift.
And a lift.
And your big icon toolbox, pretty much.
Yeah. So we'll just throw those all in a trailer. Very slow. Very demure. So we've got the bolts in. We just need to get this tight and one more bolt tight and we will have this Atlas installed. And then we're going to try to use our Fluid Filler 9000 to Put 2 quarts of fluid in there. Okay, well, you know what, folks? It's in. That's what truly matters here. All right, Owen, your fluid filler 9000.
That's the best filler hose I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I'm gonna patent it.
Patent it?
Yeah.
The Dash 6.
Dash 6 filler 9000. Where's she at?
On the blues, good fit.
Don't hit your head.
It hurts.
I have a glove to protect you. This is like love. We're probably gonna need another quart because we're not gonna get everything out of this. Going around and grab one more quart.
Yeah, I can.
Thank you. Owen, you're amazing. I don't care what everybody says. It's going.
Oh yeah.
It said it needed like 2 quarts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You only have half quart in and it's already full.
Well, no, it's not full. It's just going
You have
the road less traveled. Yeah, get those gears a churning. Churn them. Hillbilly's churning butter. Got to get those gears oiled.
Yeah, the speed's not changing.
Okay.
2,000 years later.
Well, Owen's literally going to show up before I have this pumped. But we are rising on the sight tube. So that's lucky. When he gets here, we're going to put just a little bit because it calls for 2 quarts and we only got 2 quarts. So we're going to do like 2 1/4. That way we have a little bit of room when it leaks. So.
It said not to fill it too full or it will foam.
Owen just wasted his time. Oh, no way. He really is. All right, so the bread van is finally upgraded. Almost finished. We just need the drive shaft and a few odds and ends, and we'll be back on the trail. But don't forget, we're in the final days of our giveaway. So go to RobbieLane.com, spend some money, get entered to win a truck. And as always, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, go check out this one.